as both teams made between the Chicago Bears with a couple yards deep. Three-yard line.
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
56.
Let's work. Come on. Game time.
61. Matchbox lights.
Slam.
On second down, they follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Okay, baby, I see you.
You're going to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people. Side linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now?
Here we go.
At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
6-6, bullet high.
Here's Darnold. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Keep playing hard.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike 54.
On first down, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before, but it didn't fit? That's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
57. 7. All day, every day, any day. Check.
They'll try and run. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 57.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
They run. Go! And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Bears.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Coming, baby.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
57 to
They'll
Mike.
try again from the
Here we go,
36
G.
on 2nd and
Check,
10.
check, check.
Hey, tight.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And that play going absolutely
baby.
nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Double tight. Hey.
On 4th and long, it's Allen. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Mike 7.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stall off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again,
Check
2nd
26,
and 10.
check 26. Quads. Under crunch.
Yo, 80. We go red 80.
Mike 7.
We go red 80. Know your job.
Alert flare.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 9. Go red 80.
Big edge.
They'll give this to Bell running right.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
Let's go,
line.
boys. Bring it up.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Time. Mike 7.
It's our time.
Red 80.
What?
80.
Watch twist.
Hey. High 7.
7's a Mike.
Squeeze, double.
Darnold on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Our time, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
X3, 218, chopper.
Red 80.
Mike 7,
No 80.
Come on. You better bring it.
Hey, check 24. It's run, it's run.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Check, bunch set. Check, bunch set.
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike 7.
To the air again. Darnold caught by the tight end Ertz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. We go red 80.
Mike 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's return.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch the out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. A screen to Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's it, baby.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Cannon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We go, son. The mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Check.
Red 86.
Mike 56. We ain't giving up nothing.
They'll try and run for Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Get him, boys!
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Shift. Red 80.
They'll run him with the ball. And he loses the football a second time. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he'll find Hall. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You crazy, boy. You crazy.
We're going to start. Hey, we got to get this stop here, lady. Kill.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell and he gets it all the way down to the 3.
All day.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Lady.
They'll try to run in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
We're going to start.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
My game. All right, T, let's
Greystone travel.
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bears
0. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Regular.
And last time, they had a turnover that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. Ty Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by... Again with a first down now.
Go, lady. Red 80.
Mike 7.
A first down throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Can't hear you.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. As a reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
57.
On third down, it's Johnson, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Round 80.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A first down carry here for Johnson.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Here's Johnson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
They don't.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Mike
319.
Mike's 5-4.
Let's go. Come on. Johnson. That boy from up here. I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. Now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
Let's go, defense.
Down 3. You might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Sponge. Yo, lady. Go. Golf.
Mike 6.
Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
There we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Right
but
there.
overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Now it's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That one complete to Anderson.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A big 30-yard play
Come on
on
now.
3rd.
Let's go.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for
Double
1st
tight,
and
guys.
10.
Double tight. 4 down. Only time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over.
Baby.
They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 53.
Half.
We up.
It's on. Hey, Foxtrot. It's on.
Hey, we got
From
Mike,
the gun,
number
it's
53. Mike 53. I'm going
This
to run
is
you
complete to Smith.
over. I'm going to run you over.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
180.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert.
Middle.
But right now looking at a
80
3rd and
weapons.
3.
It's on.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next
Stay back.
possession. And
Watch
last
time,
time they
watch
coughed
time.
it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here.
I've never been an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I have no fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go.
On first down, Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Round 80!
Get out of here, man.
Hey, home.
At the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Let's go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
You're not ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Let's go, baby.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you take personal foul yardage following the penalty. It's Johnson.
Go. It's wrong.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's where you belong.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Alert!
He's checking crab.
Go!
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
I know he ain't got it.
Hey.
5 wide. Hey, home. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike. 50. Hey, wahoo. 54.
Let's go, defense.
Let's go.
Defense.
On second and goal. Allen. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
My game.
Coming for you.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And they've got it across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Big
On
stop,
1st and 10,
Big stop,
Darnold.
let's go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Another try after the first down sack. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check 4. Red 80. Red 80.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner.
Let's
they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line and give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Watch 54. Hey,
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54. 54.
They go to Johnson again.
Here we go.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Monday. One set, eyes up. One set. 22 jet bomber. 53's the mic. 53. Down to lose 1.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
Oh, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
180.
53. Check 53. Hey, that QB's.
Half.
They'll run with Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. So we got man.
Gun. Hey, exit.
Check.
On second and
53,
9. Allen.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Come on.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on
Mike,
third
53.
and 9.
53. Mike. Watch the slant. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey,
Go.
From the gun, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams
Hey, that's all day,
has
baby.
now
Your
recorded
shot.
10 sacks on the season.
Hey, take your shot.
That's their
Shot,
first
back,
time getting to the
shot,
quarterback,
back.
sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your
Keep
quarterback,
playing hard.
but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
little,
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Calm the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back.
Let's put that team on
Dream
the front.
scenario,
Touchdown, baby.
get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends
Your trip is
when
here,
they're kneeling
baby.
down with the
Your
football.
trip
It'll be
is
a
here.
3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Seven. Set. Mike 7. Here we go. Strong right. 4 down. Check safety.
Yo, lady. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On first down, it's done. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. Fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Come on,
that
QB,
one
come
probably
on.
should have been picked, huh?
Check. Lucky.
Yo, lady. Red 80. Hey, Echo.
On second and 10, Darnold.
You ain't
And he
doing
comes
nothing
back
today.
with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. There we go, third and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Kill.
They'll try and run the clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So a couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on first and 10.
Safe.
Go, lady.
Going down to throw. And he finds Howard complete. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Man up, D.
Check 52.
Shift.
Go, lady.
13. Check 13.
Watch twist.
Twist. Jam him.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively. Time to talk it over.
Four down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So here we go, Charles.
Mike,
3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Go, lady.
SOS.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They, in fact, will throw it. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in.
Great job.
Touchdown
for Dave.
New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. When we have the opportunity, they've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Javon Winfrey. Incomplete. It's now second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
So don't say nothing.
He's back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Jets, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.